1.
Let's do it.
We're at.
Let's do it.
I
Welcome,
don't have a
YouTube.
number 27.
Welcome, YouTube. Seth, call it out. What are we doing, man?
This is our all NFL hype and no hype, your pure NFL show today. We got James here with us, who has been thinking about this episode since the final whistle of the Super Bowl last year. So he's gearing up, ready to go. Yeah.
Well, we got episode 27, Big Cleveland. We about to get ready to put it
Oh,
on
you call
the
it
radio.
Big Cleveland?
Big Cleveland. We about to do it at 8 o'clock. So we do what we do best here. Y'all know me. I got 50,000 teams, so I can't say I'm big anything. But the Raiders and the Bears, let's do it this year, y'all.
We gotta run through our exercises. Ow now, brown cow. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Of Chicago. South side of Chicago.
Okay.
That's a
We got
contentious
this
place.
episode.
Huh?
That's a contentious place right now.
That's my home, man. Quit talking about South side of Chicago.
No, I mean in a real way. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot.
It's a lot of flavor.
Things need to get fixed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's
My
too, You
goodness.
know already about that.
Unbelievable.
But you got Southside Chicago flavor on you. I'm going to let you know that. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
When you talk, you remind me a lot of my cousins and some people from around the way. FY.
I appreciate that. That's okay. That's okay.
It's all in your flow, your swag. Hold on, I got to do this for the YouTube camera. So you go here, and then I'm going
I
to
know
go
it
here.
bothers Teresa. How can you talk to everybody?
Oh,
Just
click
everybody
Granger.
you can talk to. It doesn't matter who they are.
Right.
Like that's just my grandfather was that way. Ain't never met nobody I couldn't talk to.
That's what's up, man. Love is our native
Yeah.
language, man.
You know,
Gotta be able to
that's the
love people.
truth.
It's
When
our
you put that
native
out there,
language.
it's easy. It just
Comes back at you. So Georgia Santana, they already said they're gonna be calling in on the live call because they talking.
They want to call in today?
So they're gonna call in. So
All right, bring the noise. Seattle and
Washington.
That's right,
Washington Football Club.
one of those people.
I ain't one of
Are
those
you Chief
people. I
Wahoo
just
or
said
no?
that. I'm
Are you
not
Chief
one of those-
Wahoo or no? You
Yeah.
said Chief Wahoo?
yeah.
Okay.
Now, you know why?
Why?
When you ask a lot of the Americans, they don't care.
They don't give a shit.
They don't
They
give a
don't.
shit.
To
Now,
them, it's like a badge
did
of
we,
honor.
Did we bring it down from where it really was? Because it was really bad at first.
Sure.
You know, they characterized it up. The Redskins situation, they shouldn't be called that name. Change their name.
Yeah.
I like the arrow. That arrow logo they had that almost looks like the Seminole one, or the R with the
Little Seminole.
feathers.
Oh, okay.
The R with the feathers looks legit. Stick with that and don't call them. Don't be the.
Yeah.
Just be the Skins. Just change it to the Skins.
Yes, yeah. Like that. Y'all see that? YouTube, we already got some fire for y'all. That's what's happening
know?
when we got James in the house. James out west. Y'all make sure y'all listen to that show. James
You
out
got
west.
Twitter? You got a Twitter plug?
Yeah, James out west.
There you go.
Easy to find me.
What about your YouTube channel? You haven't done anything on that yet.
I had 2 hype videos and I had to calm down. I was having heart palpitations. I was going after Colin Cowherd. I'm like, this guy right here is crazy. Let me tell you what. And I was like, oh, he got me.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
Got him. Because he did. He got me. He trolled me up.
Yeah.
So now I had to. But yeah, I'll have weekly stuff for the season coming.
All right.
By Seth Weedle.
No, it's not. It's like the 4th week in a row. Oh, my Lord.
Not paying for nothing.
I know, right? Welcome, everybody. You are in the No Hype Zone. I am Seth.
This is Lance.
Today is our all NFL show. We are in NFL mode, 100%. I know we got James out west who's here with us in the studio. He's been clamoring for this since literally the gun sounded for the end of the Super Bowl last year, man. You were just geeked up.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I mean, it's been forever. I mean, I'm hunkered down watching preseason football, breaking down third string players. And, oh, that guy
No,
looks
you're
good. We'll be able
not.
to pick him up on the practice squad. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
You
like
are
that.
you are a nerd.
Yeah.
But that's good. We're all nerdy about something, right? That's why we do the show, right? What about you, Lance? You watch the preseason too, man?
I watched the preseason. I've been watching Hard Knocks. I've been watching Antonio Brown. As everybody know, I love the Raiders and I love the Bears. But, I channel my inner Antonio Brown today. So if anybody want to look at the bottom of my feet are on fire because I was training by the pool and I didn't have my flip-flops. And I walked from the pool to the deck. And just put it to you like this. Me and Antonio Brown, we twins with the bottom of our feet right now. So,
Well, when
that's
it's 113 out, that cement is pretty warm.
and that cement felt like 199 degrees.
I'm gonna, just like I said about Antonio Brown, how do you not know when you go into a cryo chamber? How do you not know to put socks on?
I just totally forgot to bring my flip flops. Okay, so I put my feet in the water and my shoes was at the deck. I'm gonna leave it at that. It was a bonehead moment, but my feet are reminding me to make sure I bring my flip flops next time.
Yes. Great reminder for everybody out there in this 100 and what do we have a heat warning for tomorrow, right? Like 113 or something.
It's like 200 degrees.
I try to tell all my out of town friends who aren't familiar, right? I say, hey, Arizona's a dry heat. Just turn your stove up to 120 and then just stick your hand in there. That's what it feels like for the summer.
Yeah.
But being from Buffalo, I love it out here, man. You can't shovel sunshine. That's all I got to say.
Fall, winter, spring, summertime.
It's hot. Love it. I love it. Anyway, all right. So we're going to start with just some storylines that we kind of thought up here. So we want to throw it out there for you guys who are listening. If you want to chime in, you can give us a call. This is a live call-in show at 602-260-1060. You can hit us up at Twitter at the No Hype Zone. That is KNOW. Or we also have an Instagram page at the No Hype Zone as well. You can check us out there. All right. So first and foremost, Tom Brady, 42 years old. How do you guys think he's going to fare this year?
Same as every year.
Exactly. It's like, I feel like every single year we say, this is it for Tom Brady. He has one bad game like week 4, and then all of a sudden, for that whole week, the sky falls on Tom Brady. And then the next week...
He's playing 20 years.
He's
got 5 bad games in his career. Like 5 bad games in a 20-year career.
I learned not to say nothing negative about TB. TB always makes me look bad, feel bad.
Yeah.
If I go against him, he gets me every trip.
Yeah, I can't doubt him anymore, especially after that the Kansas City game last year, right in the playoffs. There was like a little bit more than 2 minutes left. I'm like, yep, this is in the bag. I had no doubt.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. Next on our list here, I'm excited to see this wing T offense in Baltimore. I know you guys are laughing at me, but check this out. They have 4 tight ends on their squad, and John Harbaugh was like, hey, take the over on him running 160 times a game, talking about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I think this is going to take the NFL by a little bit of storm. I think in my hype, it'll do well for maybe a little more than half the season. Then when people catch on, especially what you were saying, James?
I was just about to say, it's nothing but a Pop Warner Wildcat.
Wait until week 9
right.
when New England gets a chance to look at them, and they're going to shut that down.
Right.
Yes.
You know why they're playing 4 tight ends? Because they don't have enough receivers to field a team.
I don't even know who's on
Nobody
there.
wants to go catch the ball from Lamar Jackson.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you
So
don't
no
have
one
a
wants to
quarterback
go
to
there
throw
and
the
play
ball.
as a receiver because they're not going to catch the ball.
Exactly.
That's why they're running 4 tight ends,
Exactly.
2 fullbacks, a running back, the water boy,
Preach, James.
everybody.
Preach,
I don't even know who
Preach.
these skill position guys are. Anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Except for those 4 tight ends whose names escape me right now.
Yeah.
I don't have their
I couldn't tell you
pulled
one
up in
of
front of me.
The tight ends for Baltimore?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you one of them.
Well, let's go ahead.
You can go ahead
y'all
and
keep talking.
While you pull that up, next on our list here is, will New Orleans have a mental hangover after what happened last year? I saw something today on Instagram I thought was pretty funny. There was a scene from the movie The Longest Yard where it was like, hey, everybody run around, do something, whatever, and then the quarterback threw the ball right at the ref's man region. I feel like that's going to be their first play from scrimmage next year. So,
I
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any hangover. I think this is the year they make it to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, that's your early Super Bowl pick.
For the NFC,
New Orleans.
absolutely. New Orleans.
Okay, you heard it right here. Is that your hype or no hype?
That's no hype.
Okay, so look, let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
Interject real quick. Tight ends for Baltimore.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about New England.
Yeah.
I mean, not New England, but New Orleans. Baltimore's tight ends are Mark Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Nick Boyle, and Nick Kaiser. All right,
But what other team fields 4 tight ends?
On the field at the same time, or on the field of 53 of having on the roster?
On a 53-man roster.
The Browns will have 4. There are a lot of teams will carry 4 tight ends because they play special teams.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right.
So you're going to have 2 plus a blocker, so you're at least going to have 3. And if you have a 4th one that's athletic enough to play on special teams, they're going to make the team.
I'm just excited to see this 1934 4-horseman offense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to be awesome scoring 12 points a game.
It's Pop Warner. It's Pop Warner Wildcat offense. That's all it is.
Their defense is going to be really good.
Yes, I was going to say their defense has to hold. It's like, hey, just give us 7 points defense, and then we'll do the rest, right?
They like that. That Baltimore defense is
No,
like...
They hope they're like that. I feel like they're probably give up 13 points a game, but
Yeah.
like I said, they're only going to score 12.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to have weird scores.
It's gonna be weird
they're going to
games.
lose games like 15-11.
They're going back to before they started throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking 1930s football.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, before the invention of the forward
The
pass.
Three Stooges offense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweetly.
Nice. Okay, this next one goes out for our friend James out west here. Will the Browns live up to the hype?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Do
me?
you want to just take this part
Dude.
and run? Like, do you want us to be quiet? Do you want us
Baker
to,
Mayfield
I'm zipping
is
my mouth.
this generation's Ric Flair.
Michael Jordan.
Okay, you hear me?
Ric Flair.
Yeah, let that soak in for a second. Okay, you're talking about
Woo!
Rolex wearing,
Yeah.
diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And he's having a hard time keeping them Gators on the floor. Woo! Yes, the Browns are hyped.
Oh my God.
I love it.
That was awesome.
I love it. I love
Ric
it.
Flair brings back memories. What is he? 13-time world champion
yeah,
or something
every bit
like
of
that. Wow. When's the
Okay.
last time you guys watched wrestling?
That's what I was about to say. Well, let's not.
Sunday.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a
I followed
problem
it on
with
Twitter.
wrestling.
I followed it on
but
Twitter.
Okay.
I'm not a wrestling dude. Because I watch the other sports. I don't want to say that wrestling is not a real sport.
It's
Right.
sports entertainment.
It's sports
yes,
entertainment.
yes,
Sports entertainment.
Yes.
But if
They
I
are
had to,
athletes.
if I had to
Agreed.
compare Baker to anybody, and we was talking about this before the show, you know, I'm not saying he's a Michael Jordan. I'm not saying he's Kobe Bryant.
You can say that. Go ahead.
But I know you want to hear that. But he has that Sith in him. He has that.
Sure.
I'm changing this franchise. I'm changing this culture. I'm changing this league. I'm changing the way that y'all enjoy the quarterback position being played. And I with that being said, you know, I'm excited. I'm not a Browns fan. I'm not really, you know, into the Browns, but I'm going to try to watch every Browns game I can because I believe that they're going to be one of the most exciting teams in the league.
I think 3 of their first 4 games are national televised games.
Yes. Well, week 1, they're going to be the nationally televised game.
Are they the
For
night game?
regular- No. They're going to be they're the 4 o'clock Jim Nance, Tony Romo call.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you got week 2, they're Monday night at the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3, Sunday night, Rams at home.
Wow.
That Rams game going to be
That's
off
gonna be
Wow.
the
ridiculous.
charts.
Ooh.
That's the real,
Whoa.
the real litmus test there?
Yeah.
That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's going to be. Oh, man, I'm so excited.
And
There you
see,
are.
the NFL got the same properties as the NBA to me. Because the reason why, even though we don't want to count out New England, it's so many teams and so many cities, their hope is built up again. Because you feel like the Patriots, this got to be their last time as far as making a run. Even though they make us all look bad,
Right.
but, you know, Pittsburgh's in the run. And L.A. Rams, New Orleans, Cleveland, you can name them. You can name them. All them teams are.
And there's a ton of parity in the NFL
Yes, sir.
year in and year out.
Yes, sir.
Partly because of the salary cap
Yeah.
as well, which is why baseball needs salary cap. But what do I know? That's neither here nor there. Let's move on to the next subject. All right. I have Le'Veon Bell is back. What kind of running back do you think he'll be? I know he took a year off. That's like 400 reps that he didn't take, that his body didn't, take. So what do you guys think
Well,
how he's going to perform?
Miami, these last couple of years they had Adam Gase. That's a slow offense. He's
Yeah.
going to bring that slow offense up there with his smelling salts and his crazy eyes. Did you see him? He sniffed smelling salts before the game, and his
he
eyes
does.
went
He
cross-eyed.
does.
He was
I
like,
thought he
"Woo!"
did it before an interview.
Oh my goodness! I don't know what was going on before
Yeah.
the interview.
I
He
think he
might-
did one right before the interview.
That
It
was
like,
something.
Yeah.
It made. I don't know what is going on there, but it still doesn't matter. He's not going to be that good.
Le'Veon?
Le'Veon
Okay.
Bell.
Okay.
He's not going to do what he did in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, no, because
There's no
it's
way.
like a different team.
There's no way.
So, and you need a good offensive line too to do what you got to do as Le'Veon Bell. Granted, he does that stutter step. Is that still going to work for the Jets?
Well, see, my piece on that is that you had Antonio Brown on one side, you had Juju Smith on the other side, you had receivers. He wasn't
So you
the
got other
focal
weapons,
point.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
he had other weapons. Now,
That's a great
and
point.
They
you-
got Robbie Anderson.
Right.
Who?
Exactly. Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson.
Crickets. Crickets.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Darnold. Come on, guys.
Well, I think he'll be good. Second year, smart, cerebral kid, gets it.
He's got the body for it, too. He's a
Yes.
big kid.
I
Yeah.
see him like a Phillip Rivers, to be honest with you. A
Oh, that's a
consistent
lot.
quarterback.
That's a
Yes.
nice height. That's a nice
that's a great
height.
comparison.
That's a
man.
nice height
I like
because
that.
Philip Rivers is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I love Phillip Rivers, but, as far as, I don't know if he's got what it takes to take those Chargers over. Especially with Melvin Gordon being in the situation that he's in. And I know you were going to talk about that, but
Yeah.
still.
I got one for you, Lance. Will Chicago get a kicker?
Wow. Yes. We have to get a kicker. We have to get a kicker. Yeah. That's just
And that's
my
just the
hype
bottom
on-
line.
That's just the bottom line. Chicago's going to do really good this year. But yeah, they got to get a kicker because if somebody's gonna get fired if we go a whole season and we had the same kicking fiasco that we had last year.
They tried to fix that kicking situation. It's so bad they brought in Pat McAfee, the punter, to try to kick. Not punt, but kick. They're not going to get a kicker this year because he went home with a swollen knee. They're going to finish 9-7 just outside the playoffs.
You know, you would say that because Cleveland people love to throw little jabs.
No, I like Chicago. I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings only because of family.
Real quick, which rookie QB do you think will have the biggest impact?
Kyler Murray, without a doubt. Number one pick.
Kyler, air raid.
I'm going to have to agree with you guys on that one. Well, Daniel Jones, you guys think, what week will he play in?
What quarter will he play in?
All right. All right, guys, thanks for hanging with us this first segment. Coming up next, we are going to break down, or we're going to give our hype and no hype on the AFC and the NFC All 32 teams. Coming up next, Seth Lance, James Out West.
So YouTube,
That was cool.
as
That
y'all
was
see,
cool.
I started sinking down because
I saw that.
He must have pulled a fast one and switched his chair from last week.
Yeah, that's
With
This
my
chair
chair.
started sinking earlier.
Did it?
So I got to
Yeah.
stand up because I don't trust this chair. So I'm gonna get this chair and hopefully.
And I was trying to tell you to pull the mic up because you were like standing up like this. You were like,
But it sounded like the mic is farting when I do that. It's like, so I didn't do it. So I didn't do it. So I'm gonna switch chairs and
right.
sit down. That's what I prefer to do.
all right.
With this thing
My
here.
buddy just texted me. That Ric Flair shit was awesome.
Nice,
that.
dude. Nice.
He goes, that Ric Flair shit was
Oh,
awesome.
it was. That was
Yeah.
dope, man.
I knew I wanted to break that out when I
That was
started
awesome.
thinking
You
about
have it written down too. Did you have it
No,
written
I
down
put
or
it on
something?
my
like that?
phone.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
Just so you look it
I was
down.
like, I
there.
had to think about.
Yeah. And then Lance, if you want to then, so I'll bring us back.
Yeah,
Let's
bring
go,
us back.
okay.
Let's finish the
I'll be
talk.
like, okay, so is there anything else you want to talk about? Like maybe like
You can go down it because we have more.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm
I think the
saying-
last two segments we can do these.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
All right.
flowing. You with this is opening up the gates for us to really talk, boom, 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 and
All right.
then once you get through with that, then we go through our fly
Okay.
run. I love this. I love
right.
this, man.
Y'all
I knew it was
y'all
good
lucky
last week.
Yasiel Puig ain't playing right now.
Didn't he just got
He got the 3-game
citizenship.
suspension. Yeah, he's the fourth player to get citizenship this season in Cleveland. 3 of the 4 don't play with us anymore. Hanley Ramirez came in, got his citizenship, gone.
I don't like him. Oh, God,
Gone.
I couldn't stand Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah.
Yasiel Puig got it. He's still here. We have somebody else come in and got it,
Jesus.
gone.
Citizenship.
They getting their citizenship in Cleveland, getting out.
I'm good. I demand the
Edwin
trade. now.
Encarnacion, citizenship gone.
It's my American rights. I want the trade.
Dude, yeah. And I love having Yasiel Puig. Oh, my God.
Oh, now he's on
Oh
your
my
team.
God. No,
yeah.
I liked him
love
when he
him
was
at
with the
Dodgers.
Reds. I liked
I
him with
love
the
him with
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
I didn't mind that one bit. I thought that's how baseball should be played.
Yep.
Have fun. He's waving. Did you see him wave when he hit so
No.
he hits a triple and he's waving.
Yep.
And
As he's running,
As
or
he's
just-
running, he's waving to the guys round in second. He's waving to the guy out that's got the ball in the outfield. They asked him
my
after the game why.
God.
He goes, I love to say hi to people. He goes, I love to wave. Plus, I knew he wasn't going to get me out.
Oh, my.
So
I
then
love
guess
it.
what he does? The next game,
Puig.
he does the same thing, pulling to second base. He waves at him and walks into second and just stands there. It's hysterical.
It's
He
good. I think
planted-
it's good for
he
baseball. Those
planted-
purists are gonna be like,
Did you
oh
see
my God.
did you see the bat point? He like had the bat like this, and he like kind of brought it up, and he did the little like sword switch. He goes, and then brought it in. It was hysterical.
God.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
That and someone, dude, he's so much
I used to go
fun.
to Dodgers games to see Greinke, Kershaw, and Puig. I knew it was either one of those two were pitching and see Puig.
Oh, did you see what Kershaw did today?
What do you do?
No, he's on with fantasy.
Started out the game with 7 straight strikeouts, 1
Boom.
strikeout from the record. Finished with 10 strikeouts. No one
But
earned over
see, that
6 or
means
7.
nothing to me because come the playoffs, we need the pins.
Hey, no,
it's
listen.
a shame.
Yo, this is your guys' year to win the
I-
World Series.
James said it.
I agree.
No, this is
I
the
agree.
Dodgers' year to win the World Series.
agree.
They're going to play the Astros.
That's
Yep.
what's
That's
scary.
it's inevitable. It's
Yep.
inevitable.
Dude, the camera's on. Camera's not on right now. Or I mean,
I know. Right?
little shoulder bounce here.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little bit of game for you. A little bit of
Okay.
game for the games that we're talking
All
about.
right.
All eyes on me.
Well, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, unfortunately, we're not live on YouTube, but we were just talking some baseball stuff in here. Yasiel Puig waving to people,
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
rounding. What did you say? Sliding into third, waving
Rolling
at
into
the.
third, waving
Yeah.
to the outfielder.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love waving to people.
I
I love
miss
saying hi.
Yasiel. I wish he was still with the Dodgers. I wish he was.
Oh man! All right, so let's continue on our storylines. We're going to get to our AFC and NFC breakdown pretty soon here. So BA in Tampa, I feel like some Cardinals fans they're hurt. they feel like he left.
He didn't.
No, he didn't leave. He was James. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was time. It was due. I mean, what was going on, where he was at with everybody in the whole team, it was kind of a nice break. And I think he probably thought that was it. But then he got the itch, just like every other coach.
The itch, yep.
He got the itch.
So my thing was, I kind of looked at a Real Sports. I think it was Real Sports I was watching. He left because of health reasons. That was it.
Yeah, didn't he have? Yeah, I remember him having something.
Yeah, his blood pressure was way through the roof, and he was pretty much said if he didn't quit, he wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
And he had to go through a lot of stuff, get his weight down, and once he got his weight down, he said that, like James said, that itch was still there, but his wife wouldn't let him coach, and he wanted to spend time with the family. And next thing you know, he just called Tampa Bay and said, "Listen, I'm ready to go. His numbers is cleared, his weight is down, and he's able to still be fiery Uncle Bruce." So
I love it.
Uncle Bruce is the man. I love Uncle Bruce.
He's one of my favorites.
Oh man, that Kango hat is beautiful. Man,
it's not even
a
chair keeps going down,
and it's
bro.
not even a Kangol hat. They didn't even get that done. His partnership is with Fanatics.
What?
They make the hat.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it's not even a Kangol hat anymore.
Huh.
The BA hat. Ridiculous, un-American.
Do you guys think he can turn Jameis around, Jameis Winston?
No,
I mean,
absolutely not.
He's super, and this is the frustrating part because he's super talented, but just mentally so immature,
if you can't
man.
have that up there, you're not going to show it on the field consistently. I would have rather they'd still had Fitzpatrick and given BA Fitzpatrick for 1 year.
That would have been
Fitzmagic
some
and
fire.
BA, 5,000 yards, 30 interceptions, 30 picks, 30 touchdowns. They go 7-9.
Yep.
30
Right.
touchdowns.
I mean, but I don't understand that about Fitzpatrick too, because Fitzpatrick is a pretty decent quarterback. I know
he's been on like 12 teams. When he was with my Bills, for all you guys out there, I'm from Buffalo, so I'm by default a Bills fan. He was great with the Bills. Then mid-season he got his contract, and then all of a sudden he was gone. He was Fitzpatrick, then he turned into Fitz-tragic, as we called him.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's horrible.
That's terrible.
He can be Fitzmagic for 4 games.
Yeah, there you go.
Fitztragic for 4 games.
He was last year
He ain't
for
gonna
2
play
games.
The other 8.
Yeah.
For 2 games, the first 2 games, he threw like
450 yards each game. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
All right, so next we have Garoppolo is back in San Francisco. He's healthy this year. I think his record is 8-2. And you have that head coach out there who's a genius. I think Frisco might make some noise out there in the NFC West.
So you're saying Garoppolo is who we thought he was behind Brady? Because to me, Garoppolo, I know he has a good, but decent record. But
why do you think Belichick was so mad that Kraft got rid of him? He knew.
Because he would fit his system. That doesn't mean.
Right.
That doesn't mean
he'll fit anybody else's system.
Matt Castle fit that system.
True. Right. What happened to Matt Castle after they went 11-5?
Went to Kansas City, I think, for a year.
Yeah.
He went to 1 Pro Bowl.
And Minnesota. He did. I think. Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. Jimmy G threw 5 straight interceptions today in practice. 5 straight passes, 5 straight picks.
Are you watching NFL
I watch
Network?
Everything. Training camp daily. I'm soaked in it. I got my iPad up. I got my phone up. I got the TV on in the garage, the living room, upstairs.
Holy cow!
He's me.
This guy
with the NBA. With the NBA. He's me with the NBA.
He's me with college football.
Yeah, he's you with college football. Yeah, we all got our thing.
Yep. Can Carson Wentz stay healthy in Philly? He's been injured the last couple of years. Big $139 million contract.
If he's going to play the same way he plays, absolutely not.
I agree.
Unfortunately, I like the way he plays.
Yeah. But he's got to learn when to. We talked about this earlier. He's got to learn when to give a play up. When to just be like, hey, it's over, just go down or just throw it away. Don't try to extend the play. You'll extend your career that way.
Right, right.
They're not going to be like a 13-3 team with him, like they were on pace to be, I think, the year that he went down. But they're still.
He was an MVP candidate.
They're still going to be very.
They still got the same players there.
Yes.
They're still going to be very good.
Yes.
Coach didn't change. Nothing really changed. He stays healthy. They're going to be very good.
Yeah.
I see him in the playoffs. I see him making the playoffs. A wild card.
I agree.
Yeah, that's where I have him. I have him at 6.
Yeah.
Not even winning the NFC East?
No.
Ooh, we're going to get to that in the next segment, so hold on to that. Yeah, man, I like it. All right. Okay, so for all the local fans out here, we saw a little sniff of Kyler Murray last week for, what do you call 5 or 6? What's his name? Stepped out of bounds. Keyshawn Johnson Jr. stepped out of bounds for that one, or else he would have perfect, But then again, it's preseason.
I thought he went 6 for 6.
No.
It's 5 for 6 because the receiver stepped out of bounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they're going to be fun to watch.
Yes.
They're going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
They won't win a lot of games, but they will win some games. But they won't win a lot of games, but they'll be fun. They'll be in games.
Yes. Have me watch them on Sunday afternoon.
What will happen is in the 3rd and 4th quarter is when the other more polished teams will pull away, but they'll be in it. most of those games, and that's the positive because they just weren't in games.
And that's great for fans too, to keep them glued to the TV or
Well,
give
show
them
you
something
what you have
exciting
next
to
year,
watch.
the year after, and the year after that. Fitzgerald's going to be here till he's 42.
And Kyler Murray is another one who has that mindset of a culture changer.
Sure.
They interviewed him after the game last week or during the game, and he was spot on. Yeah, I went 5 for 6 or 6 for 6. I'm in the first preseason game. The talent out here is not the same. His awareness of as far as what he's doing and how much he needs to progress is already there. And when you got a player that's already there at that he's in his first game?
First game, yeah.
Come on, man. This sky's the limit for him. Now, I know he still has size challenges, but, with that speed of that arm and that type of offense, I see him being really efficient.
But I feel like they move him to spots where he can see. He takes the ball in shotgun pretty far back. He'll take a step back where he can see everything, or else they'll move him, left or right where he can see. He gets the ball up quick, and when he throws that ball, he is
laser.
Yes, his body doesn't move. It's just boom. That ball is out quick, and there's a little to that ball when he throws it.
It's not like the linemen at Oklahoma weren't 6'8". They were. So it's not
True.
like he was throwing he was already having to throw over the top of these guys. He knows how to do this. He's going to be better than what I believed he was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think I challenged that because of the size. Yeah. And then I got a guy in Cleveland, Baker, he's just a little bit taller than him, not much.
Yeah.
But, that kid's got a cannon.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
Fastball. Yes, sir.
And plus with Kingsbury in there, who's a quarterback guru and an offensive genius, this should be a fun offense to watch. I'm actually really excited to watch.
David Johnson will be more effective this year. Think about this. David Johnson last year,
one game, right?
Pretty ineffective, right? But he finished as the number 9 overall fantasy football back.
I don't know how that happened because
points. He still got them.